Lost yesterday to Farazi. Maybe if you can put early pressure on him, shake his confidence, who knows? Who knows?
What I would definitely say is that there's a big job over here by that Lin Shidong has to do, because if he loses, it will be quite a defeat by margin. Another lefty from Japan. There's a bit of a change in order here. A surprising lefty has been brought in for Lin Shidong. Sora has done a big damage to the Chinese squad by taking on to world number 1, challenging and dominating his status quo.
Now Lin Shidong versus Shinozuka Hiroto, the 21-year-old from Japan. Sachin, would you like to take us through what's happened and where they stand in the world rankings and everything?
See, all this while, 3 times they have played, Lin Shidong versus Hiroto. Both are almost of the similar age, with matches experience is much more with Hiroto, with 387 versus 282 by Lin Shidong. Career titles 2 with Hiroto versus 8 with Lin Shidong. But there's a big of a difference here in terms of ranking. Hiroto's ranking was 31 versus Lin Shidong, which was number 2. But interestingly, they have played 3 times with each other. Every time 100% win. There's no surprise here. Shidong with 3-0. First time 3-0 in Asian Championship Astana 2024 and WTT FIDE European Summer Series Budapest 4-3. So clearly you can see that dominance is with Shidong, but today I guess Japan is not just challenging the dominance, they are challenging the status quo of last year winners, China. The show is about to begin.
Now it's on to Lin Shidong. Lin Shidong, as someone who lost that match yesterday, so much pressure. It's not just team pressure there, but also individual pressure. It's like carrying 2 big heavy bags on each shoulder. That's off well though. That's off very well. Lin Shidong. He's got to be in that zone, Sachin. In that zone. Cut out all the noise. Block everything. Shinozuka. An explosive start to this match already. What are we in for here, Sachin?
It was quite a bazooka. Look at this. He turned around. Perfect down the line.
Hiroto Shinozuka is ranked 31 in the world. We've seen bigger things happen here.
That ripping backhand. Looks like Hiroto has mastered the art of lightning backhand and forehand.
Now, for the table tennis fans, I would also like to tell you one more thing, that if by chance now Lin Shidong wins here, this entire match, we will have a 4th one for sure. And that is one to watch out for. Tomokazu Harimoto against Wang Chuqin. Mouth-watering. I know we haven't had our dinner, but this is more mouth-watering.
Certainly, like these players can definitely go for the ice bath. We cannot. But yes, right now when it comes to the nation, both the countries are fighting tooth to nail in this powerful battle. And a tough job is being given right now to Lin Shidong. some of the messages that I am early getting on my WhatsApp.
Yes, please do tell us, enlighten us.
The vote is right now going in favor of Japan, but anything can happen. There's a strong contender from China is there, and Lin Shidong has already shouldered this responsibility earlier and given a victory to China. So of course, and we were talking about the pressure. We were talking about the gold medals and the other medals, other colors of Olympics, and that's what China prepares their player for. Now look at the pressure on this player Ling Shidong. He would be under significant pressure because this time China is already down by 2-0. Their status and every challenge, the status is being challenged. Now, can you imagine the pressure onto that player?
When I think about the pressure section, and I chose a career in the commentary box. We can watch all these matches, keeping our hearts aside, and we can just look at the action out there in the middle and appreciate.
Lin Shidong slowly taking the lead, 7-5. Look at the determination of Shidong. He didn't. The ball touched the edge of the table and he lifted from behind. Can you see the focus? Can you see the determination?
Shinozuka may have felt that he missed out on that occasion, but this time he gets that point in.
Hiroto to serve, 6-8.
So Hiroto had not played that last match. Now that's a good passage of play for him, gets 7. So Sachin, Hiroto had actually not played the quarterfinal. It was Shunsuke Togami who had played. And in fact, Shunsuke had beaten Oh Junsung of Korea Republic 11. In fact, he had lost, I beg your pardon, 11-7, 11-5, 11-8. So maybe they made that change, hoping that the third game there will be someone who might add in a different dimension as he now equalizes.
Good comeback by Hiroto here. Led service. Hiroto gave deep into the backhand. Shidong came back with a heavy duty backhand spin shot, getting away with this point. 9-8. Shidong definitely would want to keep Japan under pressure by winning first game. But Hiroto quietly making a space for himself, came back with that lightning forehand in the center, certainly taking away the point. 9-all. He knows that he has a service. Can he do the magic? Can he bring some surprise?
It's a day of surprises by the looks of things, so you can never write them off. Well, he's going to now move to game point, Sachin.
Yes.
Now what do you expect? Now put yourself in Shinozuka's shoes. What are you thinking? How are you going to plan that serve?
The shoe size is much smaller of Hiroto. I checked it. He wears the 8 size and I wear 10. Okay, there. Load the game.
Off the net though, and now it's a use yet again. 10 apiece, 10 all. Lin will get that. So, as we begin, serves alternate right now once we go past the 10-point mark, just as a reminder for our viewers. Lin is now on game point.
Hiroto literally did a somersault for that powerful backhand, bit unlucky. defending the match point, game point right now. Shidong gave back a powerful backhand, well blocked by Hiroto. Missing onto the top spin, it's 11 all.
Well, compared to his teammates, Shinozuka seems to have a much calmer disposition in terms of his celebrations. There are no theatrics. That was undefendable, to be honest. It was hit, and it was hit hard by Lin over there. And he's got another game point now. Sachin, what are you going to serve? If you're right there.
So again, if I'm going to serve, first of all, I have to literally go back 20 years back. Well ball.
Yeah, golden time. It was your youth, my childhood.
Shidong to serve. The match in the rally is becoming powerful and getting longer. Oh, that's a beautiful block by Shidong, but couldn't defend that point. That forehand was deep in the body.
And
Now,
yes, and now he's got the game point. All the while, it was Lin getting those game points after the 10-point mark.
can he put the pressure? Can expect some surprise. Yes, Hiroto did the job that Japan wants him to do. But dependable here. Got the game here, the first game. That actually puts the Japan onto a strong footing here. Wang Hao on screen. Explaining. What is he doing?
Is there a bit of panic there? A little bit of panic. When was the last time that they were really tested like this?
I can only understand one thing, that why are you giving soft slice? Why don't you slice when you're give him a deep slice there?
Here at the Kalinga Stadium, the stars of the table tennis world have descended. We got going on October 11th.
Yes, it's October 11, and let me tell you, on the other side, Indian team is playing for their position matches, women team, Yashaswini Ghurpade. But right now, certainly all eyes are on table number 1, where the status of dictator is being challenged by Japan. Hiroto to serve.
He set that out, and Lin, just a little bit animated as we begin that game, gets that first point. Look at that rally, and ultimately it's Shinozuka who fails to get it past the net. It bounced onto his own side, and that last rally lasted 12 shots. Artificial intelligence at its best from Stupa while trying to count that. And here early in this match, Lin, or rather this game, Lin has taken the advantage. Moves up to 4-love. Lin has just come out with a different mindset. Just wants to be aggressive, get that initiative back towards the Chinese. And that's again a mark of how determined he is. He tried to smash that, but then it just went a little bit long. Hit that very hard, giving Shinozuka his first point. Shinozuka mustn't get under pressure. Of course, he's up against someone who has dominated him in the past. Their most recent encounter was during the ITTF ATTU Asian Cup in Shenyang earlier this year. Lin Shidong had won that 3-love. And this lead is growing now, Sachin. He has moved up to 6-1. So the response so far has been formidable from Lin. But he hits that one out wide.
Yes, absolutely. Bit of a dominance here by China, and for the first time, I would see that China seems to be in a little dominating position. Both the players of Japan completely defended the fort, not allowed China to breathe at all.
Yes, in comparison, if you actually look at the rankings as well, in the rankings, Shinozuka down at number 31 according to the latest placements. Coming into this tournament, he was at number 28. So after the latest update, he's gone down 3 places. So there will be a difference, of course, because the players who came earlier, the Japanese players, much higher rank like Sora Matsushima is up at 16 and Harimoto is 4th.
Completely dominating in this particular game, giving absolute no room of confidence to Hiroto with any of his power forehand shots.
So it's a big deficit here. Lin is poised to win this game and equalize. As easy as they come for Lin, he has equalized. Is this the beginning of a Chinese resurgence here in the semi-final of the Asian Table Tennis Team Championship?
A bit of a quiet discussion in Japan's corner, unlike China's then. Wang Hao from the screen, I can tell you that yes, you can see the lot more guidance, animated guidance there.
Even to watch this match actually can be energy sapping, so one might just imagine what it is like out there in the middle, when of course there's the weight of expectations, not just the expectations of your fans, your supporters, but your own expectations above anything else. And also the motivation and the urge to prove yourself.
Lin completely dominating, devastating from the point 1, getting the first point for China.
Oh, made a mistake on the serve there. Gifted a point. He wasn't very generous during that previous game. At some point, Shinozuka will also feel the pressure. It's also because of the standard set by his teammates earlier and the urge to live up to it. That shot certainly lived up to that standard.
Yes, Hiroto has been waiting for the chance to again show a lot more power. This time 2-all, Lin to serve. So that was quite far from the table, landed to a different zip code of Bhubaneswar.
Maybe it was landing in Cuttack. Gone off the net and out wide. Lin gradually imposing himself in this match. Remember, if we go all the way, this is the only match we are going to get to see Lin Shidong. Because if this goes into 5 games, 5 matches that is, then the Chinese players slated to play are Wang Chuqin and Liang Jingkun.
Absolutely. Hiroto has a tough task to do because he knows that if he doesn't get this, anything can happen.
And Hiroto just maybe losing the initiative here. Lin Shidong being quite aggressive and also decisive. That service very well placed, made Shinozuka stretch a little bit. He tried to put it across, but that's gone wide. Onto his own net, and Lin exults. Maybe, just maybe, feels that he's coming back. That shot, in fact, that rally lasted 11 shots.
Yes, absolutely. Lin is doing a brilliant job down there in the middle. Hiroto a bit out of rhythm. Missing on to that power backhand again, giving one more point to Shidong.
Yes, and it's not just about the fact that Lin has played well, but Shinozuka has also committed those errors, hasn't he?
Absolutely, right now he has been committing. You can hear the grunt, the way Shidong is putting all his energy down there. He is not allowing him to get even a single game.
Yes, and over there wasn't much that Shinozuka could have done because it went past him like a rocket. Now up to 9 points.
Oh, that's beautiful block by Lin Shidong there.
Yeah, what a block. What a block. And now he's got a chance to go 2-1 up. Lin Shidong hits that out. Still a long deficit though for Shinozuka to attempt a comeback.
Sheer dominance by Shidong. 6 game points.
Again, loses another game point though, but still he's got a 5-point cushion. This time, it's done for Lin. He has gone 2-1 up. This was also convincing, 11-5. So after losing the first game, 14-12, Lin Shidong doing what he does best with 11-2 and 11-5. Sachin, now Wang Hao having a discussion with Lin, and this is possibly one of those discussions where he feels that maybe now is the time that we can really put our foot through the door.
Yes, certainly. Wang Hao maybe looks like he's asking Shidong to push him out to the deep forehand there. Don't allow Hiroto to use that power attacks. Don't give him any opportunity. Push him, press him with your power backhands onto forehand. China standing there tall to defend their position. Hiroto. To serve.
Starts off very well. He is trying to rally a march from China into the final. The hurdle before them is the spirited Japanese unit. Once more, he misses the table and the celebration gets louder. Wang Hao has mentored so many champion Chinese players. One of them, of course, one celebrated all around the globe. Fan Zedong. Fan Zedong, of course, a former world #1, an Olympic gold medalist. Made everybody proud in China. Now, just focusing on Lin as we take that time out now. It's an apt time to take a timeout here from Japan. So, Sachin, if you have to look back, you see a Lin Shidong here, just the way that he's playing, and a man called Fan Zhendong. How do you look at their styles? Do you see something similar? Be it anything.
You mean Fan Dong has a, I would say his forehand style as well as the backhand style both has a equal power. In fact, Fan Dong's backhand is so spinny as well as so much of power that the way he makes a room for attacking, converting the attack is commendable. I guess if he would have been in this tournament, maybe in place of Liang Jinken, China would have been in a different position altogether. Because handling his backhand, spin, speed, power, as well as forehand is not easy, and you can throw him in any corner of the table. He has a power to come back from and put the ball on table.
And of course, you look back at the legacy of the likes of Fan Zhendong and Ma Long. Ma Long, obviously the greatest of all time, having won 2 consecutive Olympic golds. A good start post the timeout for Shinozuka, attacking Lin there on his backhand. Gets his first point in this fourth game. Misses on the serve. Oh, it's off the net, sorry. It's 4-2 now. A towel break. The only other match that is going on is on table number 3, and it's for the 7th and 8th position. India and Hong Kong, China are deadlocked at 2-2, and it's now gone into the fifth match with Swastika Ghosh taking on Su Diztung.
It's for the first time right now into the stadium I am hearing less cheer for India, not because they are not supporting them, but yes, such a power match is going on between Japan and China.
Yeah, all eyes are on table number 1, the center court, if I may say.
Lin Shidong doing a phenomenal job here, quietly taking away, or rather I would say stealing the show quietly from Hiroto. Oh, he catched the ball. He caught it. He was like a jaunty road in the middle of the table. Just got that ball in his hand.
Well, for the unversed viewers joining us from around the globe, that is a reference to the sport of cricket, where a lot of actions involve catching the ball, and Jaunty Rhodes was one of the finest in terms of doing that. Shinozuka just holding on. Although you may sense that the margin of the points is just 1, and okay, there's a timeout now. Another timeout, this time from the Chinese side of things.
Bit of a breather here for the players. Last finishing touches by Wong Hao.
Shinozuka just getting a little bit of mentorship and tips from his coach and teammates. Still don't see Harimoto Tomakazu over there. Tomakazu may have just gone to cool down a touch.
Calm before the storm.
A pause actually. The match has been a storm completely. Oh, timeout proving effective there for Japan as Shinozuka draws level here in this fourth game.
That was a pretty quick backhand, deep backhand of Hiroto.
But Lin still manages to steal that point and moves up 7-6. All Wang Hao must have told him that just close out this encounter. Just close it out. Take it 3-1. Don't let it go into the fifth game.
Oh,
If
big-
Shinozuka is going to play like that, then there's a very good possibility that we are going into a fifth game.
bit of a misjudgment by Shidong. Very unlikely you see that such higher ranked players makes a mistake of on the serve receive. Practice a lot.
He's placed that well. And that's gone past Shinozuka, who didn't have the time to outstretch his hand and then return it. 8-7. What do you think, Sachin? Are we heading into a fifth game? Only 2 points away now from winning this contest here, Lin Shidong. He could be the man who would turn the ship around for China, or at least pivot it a little bit. Shinozuka still holding on. Still holding on. May just be a step behind, but he is just trying to keep pace here with Lin Shidong. It's 9 all. 9 all. Okay, now you answer my question. Are we going into a fifth one? Ooh is not the answer. Come on. Tell me.
Let me watch this point.
Well, he's got a game point now. Now you tell me.
A lot depend upon the receive that Hiroto will do for this particular one. And look at this. Shidong surprised him with the long, deep service into the backhand. Looks that shows the confidence there into the middle.
Yes, now Shinozuka serves.
Almost a similar strategy applied by Hiroto. Tit for tat. Long services to each other. This time Shidong is taken aback and a surprise. Taking away that point. Game point for Hiroto. This time Hiroto turn around with that power shot, taking to the next game now. Decider. That's quite a shot. Hiroto did a commendable job here. At some point of time, it looked like that Shidong was in complete control over this game. China's squad is returning to the table. We could see Liang Jingtan moving back.
Oh my word. This has been a sparkling display by the Japanese unit. Hiroto Shinozuka, after those 2 games in the middle, you would have thought that after those 2 games in the middle, you would have thought that he has lost steam because Lin Shidong bounced back to win them 11-2, 11-5. But then he pulled out every ounce of energy from his tank and then produced a result 12-10 to take this into the 5th game. China in danger. China in real danger. It's Japan who are threatening their status as the champions of Asia. Both players now summoned towards the table tennis table. It's going to be Lin Shidong to serve to start things off in this important 5th game. Starts off well. Starts off very well.
Lin Shidong gave everything what he had for this shot. Look at the way he rotated his wrist and the hand with so much of power, absolute sheer dominance.
Yes, you're right. Sheer dominance. Shinozuka with his serve. What's he got?
Go on for this point. Go on for this point. What a rally. What a rally. Shidong from behind tried to convert the backhand to the forehand. But absolute sheer. It's a 21 firecracker rally. Let me say it again. It's a firecracker rally of 21 shots. Super score on your screen.
21 shot long, and this is how intense this match is. Lin manages to get a point there. Tried to go for it. Tried to go for it, but misses. Now it's Lin Shidong who's made the error. Gives another point. A towel break. Both the teams are done with their timeouts. Unlike the previous match, Sachin, where Sora Matsushima waited right until the 5th game to use his timeout, we aren't going to have any of those provisions here.
Oh, Hiroto. That receive was onto the body.
Yeah, but it hit the net also along the way, so he just put his hand up as well there, Lin Shidong.
Yes, absolutely. That's a lucky point out there. And China certainly needs this kind of a luck, because we have seen Sora had got a lot of lucky points on a critical juncture there. Sora
That's a good response.
getting one more point here. Slowly trying to close onto that gap. But still very far. In such critical matches, every point takes a lot of energy. But again, 4-5 quietly. I'm just wondering, the way Hiroto is coming back, can he be the Hiroto of the match?
Oh, at the moment, Lin wants to be the hero for his team. All he has to do is win this game, then leave it to Wang Chuqin and Liang Jinkun. It's a good serve there, moves up to 5-7, but the serve has now gone back to Lin, so it's going to be Lin to serve.
Yes, it was a quite an intelligent service that shows that Hiroto's sheer perseverance. He knows that Japan is already leading by 2 points. Can he do it? It's 8-5. Hiroto missing out to that spinny backhand. Response by Lin Shidong.
Oh, just made him draw forward. Drew him forward rather. So Shinozuka, while Lin Shidong has got the lead, Shinozuka still holding on. Come on, it's gone a little bit quiet here. I don't know why. Maybe it's just everyone's so focused on table number one. What a return! It was blocked by Lin Shidong. It was an empty corner. And there was no way that Shinozuka was going to move that far and then attempt a return.
You can see that now Lin Shidong is fighting for his nation.
Missed it. And that's going to be match point for Lin Shidong to take us forward.
Lin Shidong lifted the emotions in the Chinese corner there. You can see in the Chinese corner, standing ovation by Wang Hao. What a game, what a perseverance. At some point of time, it looked like that Shidong is going to get 3-0, but no way. Hiroto fought back. But again, Shidong defended the Great Wall of China there.
Well, we are now going to go into a clash of the true titans, the titans of titans, because, you know, it's going to be Harimoto Tomokazu and Wang Chuqin. But before we go there, here are the winners that Lin Shidong managed to put out during this match.
Yes, you could see a lot more focus Lin Shidong has done in the center, right into the body, deep down the line there. And again, he's putting little more focus on extreme forehand of the opponent. What a strategy, what a dominance of strokes he's having there.
Yeah, that's right. And now, just having a look at the Japanese bench out there, in a moment, we are going to have that all-important clash. It's going to be one to remember. This was a match that really I was looking forward to. A bit of a delay, I think. Just trying to look around and see whether Tomokazu has made his way out. I don't see him anywhere. There's Wang Chuqin. He seems to be ready. Where's Tomokazu? That is the question. Even the Japanese bench, they are looking towards the tunnel. There he is. I can see him from my spot here in the commentary box. He has just returned to the arena. Just a bit of a change of a t-shirt as well by the looks of things. Now it's going to be a clash that we all have waited for. Harimoto Tomokazu against Wang Chuqin. The 20-year-old, 22-year-old rather, of Japan has truly been an icon for the sport of table tennis in his country and has also earned his name around the globe. He's ranked 4th in the world and he's going to be up against Wang Chuqin, who is world number 1. These two have faced off on 15 occasions and Wang has prevailed 12 times. However, the last time these two played each other was this year at the WTT Champions Yokohama, which is of course a home venue for Tomokazu Harimoto, and Tomokazu emerged victorious then 4-2. And for his other victories against Wang Chuqin, we have to go back to 2022 and the 2018 Youth Olympic Games in Argentina. This is a mouth-watering clash. This is a clash between the highest possible clash that you can get in this team's championship, because it's world number 1 against world number 4. World number 2 is of course in the Chinese unit itself.
I would call this moment as a Batman moment.
Okay, Batman moment, explain.
Where there was exchange of dialogue between Batman and the Joker. What will I do without you? So that's the moment. Where,
channelizing your inner Christopher Nolan there, looks like.
oh yes, that's a match that world has been waiting for, and that is happening in this beautiful city, Bhubaneswar at Kalinga Stadium. Watch your breath. The rallies are going to be of very different style. Both the players are pretty fiery and aggressive aggressive. You can see lot more grunt from Harimoto, lot more fierce roar by both the players. Because at this point of time, even if Wang Chuqin is up 12-3, but the status and the status quo both has been challenged by a Japanese squad there.
And looking at this Chinese unit, just getting a lifeline there, courtesy Lin Shidong. Wang Hao is right there in the middle, still a picture of calm. And now it's over to Wang Chuqin, who has already been beaten earlier by Shora. Can he lift himself out of that and then deliver the goods here for China and take this fascinating match into a 5th match?
You could see fans on screen cheering India.
Now we are
Harimoto.
getting underway. Slow start. A slow start. A little uncharacteristic, you think?
No, Harimoto knows that Wang Chuqin doesn't go for a killer backhand, so purposely he's slowing him down there so that he can use his spin and go for a killer forehand, killer backhand there. Wang Chuqin settled down with his deceptive services. Tomokazu, Harimoto, all set, eyes. Oh, that's a killer of a backhand by Harimoto. Such a crisp, such a sharp backhand. Absolutely. Right into the form. 2-all, Harimoto to serve. Wang Chuqin this time lifted the backhand into the body of Harimoto. Such a sharp placement, such a clever game. Harimoto feeling the pressure, missing on to that service. Harimoto entertaining the audience. The loud roar there.
And he's equalized now. This is going to be a contest that could be neck and neck. But if you look at the statistics overall, it's still in favor of Wang Chuqin. And although just the way that the events have transpired today, we know that statistics themselves can be challenged.
Yes.
It is what we learn from history that we don't learn from history. History keeps changing.
The word challenge is certainly meant for these kind of situations. Oh, that's a led service by Wang Chuqin. Oh, Wang Chuqin wanted to go for that. Somersault, forehand. Missed out, but it was a well placement done by him. Such a masterclass of service placement. Harimoto came back with a heavy duty down the line. Forward, completely shocked. Wang Chuqin was not expecting. 6-all.
6-all, and this is what you would expect from two absolute champions. Oh, now Harimoto in the lead. Just inching forward.
Apology note by Harimoto.
Yes, but he's got now a 2-point lead. So an early advantage by the looks of things. And it's moved even further now.
9-6.
Wang Chuqin
6-9.
under early pressure.
Can I catch that ball? It was up in the air.
It still hasn't landed. Where's it gone? Oh, Wang Chuqin attacking the body.
Yes, and we have seen whenever Harimoto has to change the game, he goes on to the deep forehand and take the service. But this time, Wang Chuqin kept him busy right into the forehand itself. No mercy on this backhand. He found a gap. He was on top of the ball. He knows that if he takes his first game, it could be a psychological pressure there. And with right now backhand shot pins for Harimoto is almost 80% there. Tupa stats on the screen.
Now Wang Chuqin serving to defend. And it is Harimoto who has taken early advantage. Gone 1-0 up against the world number 1 Wang Chuqin, facing the heat, feeling the pressure. Earlier it was Shora, the youngster, who got the better of him. And now Harimoto, who's ranked 4th in the world, has managed to take the first game.
Yes, absolutely. Quite a homework for China team right now. And sometimes I wonder, what does Wang Chuqin carry along with the towel? Is it ice or something? Or maybe it's just he has folded it multiple times.
Seems more like a cushion, to be honest, but no, it's a towel that is really folded. But yes, a bit of icing also helps. A lot of the times we've seen sports persons carrying that ice pack and then putting it behind their neck, of course, and that's a cooling technique that we see. The umpire has made the announcement. It's going to be China to serve, of course. Wang Chuqin. How's he going to react to this pressure? There's a lot at stake.
The way Harimoto comes up with the power backhand is not a joke. Such a precision he has developed, so much amount of confidence he has developed. Wang Chuqin this time was successful in placing that shot on the forehand. Last time he had missed it towards the end of the game. Lot more focused, lot more determined. Wang Chuqin.
Yes, he's got to be determined. He's got to be focused.
Oh, how the spin survived the net. It just passed through.
Goes for the backhand. Oh, in fact, it's onto the net.
It's Pallav, Wang Chuqin coming back, getting into a dominating position there.
Yes, good bit of momentum for him early on. The world number one.
This time,
Another one. Another one. And that he's got now 5 love up. Wang Chuqin, the world number one, may have lost the first game, may have lost the previous match, but don't just count him out. We know he's got the quality, we know he's got the goods. Oh, this is just one-way traffic at the moment.
yes, Harimoto wanted to flick that ball. Was completely out of length there, giving lead to 6-0 to world number one.
Ooh. Dominance, elegance, call it whatever you want. The world number one has probably decided it's time. Off the side of the table, 8 in a row, 8 in a row. Oh,
Harimoto, that surprising smile. What am I doing? What happened? This time with a ripping backhand. Wang Chuqin taking the lead with 9-0. Harimoto is completely down right now.
there will be no mercy, I must tell you. There won't be any need for that, as finally Harimoto gets a point of his own. It's game point now. And what a comprehensive comeback in this second game by the world number one. We are level now in this second game, at the end of this second game.
I think this is the fastest the game has finished. This is the fastest game. Absolutely no mercy by Wang Chuqin.
Why would you show mercy? Especially it's the semi-finals.
There's some discussion there by Harimoto along with umpire.
And the umpire has possibly signaled towards some of his colleagues sitting on the main tournament desk. As there is a bit of a break at the end of those two games. Just as a recap, Just to give you a recap, it's 11-8, and then after that 11-1. The first game went in favor of Harimoto, and then the world number one Wang Chuqin just bouncing back.
Harimoto possibly taking a washroom break here. He has gone there inside along with the Empire. And yes, this could be a game-changing moment. We can see discussion among the Chinese squad along with Wang Chuqin there, discussing the strategy. It's 1-all.
Yes,
Wang
but
Chuqin has got the good momentum there.
and Wang Hao has got two bottles now, a big one and a small one.
And let me use this moment to go back to the business of tennis there. This has happened when Serena Williams, when she was much more younger to Sanchez, she was completely dominating over world number one Sanchez. And at that point of time, Sanchez had taken a long break there. Obviously, it was a washroom break, and completely changed the rhythm of the game and taking away the match out of the hands of young Serena Williams. Can Harimoto do it right now? Certainly, he's certainly young, but equally experienced. World number 7, critical position for
Well, this is of course the place to be in Bhubaneswar currently. The Kalinga Stadium has really been lit up, truly been decorated with an array of fantastic performances right through these last 4 days. And we aren't done yet, because tomorrow is the day we are going to witness those finals as well. But it's been simply phenomenal to be here in Odisha. Bhubaneswar is the capital of Odisha, which is becoming the citadel of Indian sport. This wonderful facility in the Kalinga Stadium with numerous sports on offer. We've got an athletics track here in the indoor stadium with the table tennis tables set in the center for this wonderful event. And of course, we've got the athletics tracks outside, a hockey stadium which has hosted big events, the badminton stadium and the court also, swimming facilities, and the list just goes on and on. So wonderful work there by the Odisha government. And of course, you've got to appreciate the Asian Table Tennis Union, the Table Tennis Federation of India, the International Table Tennis Federation, and of course the Odisha Table Tennis Association. All of them coming together to make sure that we have these great matches here. And this could potentially turn out to be a great one here, Sachin.
Wang Chuqin equally rested, equally fiery.
And for some reason, you can see the Chinese bench very energetic in celebration. It is only the first point of that third one.
What is interesting to see is Wang Chuqin, while missing onto the backhand, he tried to put the racket again between the two legs. This time it was unsuccessful. That we have seen in.
Up the net, is it? No, it's the Chinese team that's celebrating. He's delivered.
It was not a shot, it was an emotion there being expressed.
Yes, the best in the world express themselves through their craft. An error there by Harimoto off the net, gone off. It's now 3-1 in favor of Wang as the serve returns to Harimoto.
World number 1, absolutely in a fiery mode, continuing with the momentum of second game.
This time he has missed it. There's Chole. Once more. He's got to do it more than once.
After a long time, we are hearing this roar from Tomokazu Harimoto. Second game was completely devastating. Wang Chuqin to serve.
Couldn't have done anything about that. He had gone in that direction, anticipated it well, but because it was hit so hard, no answer.
Oh, beautiful placement. Almost on the white line. Harimoto. It was a beautiful, beautiful placement.
Well, imagine Sachin, we are neutral, we are enjoying this contest, but we are also nervous. What must be going through the minds of these teams as China now maybe sensing that the world number one is finally in form here, moves up his lead.
Oh, absolutely. Wang Chuqin not allowed Harimoto to come in into the rally only. Third ball, down the line backhand. That's the strength area of Harimoto.
Now 4 points ahead. Wang with the serve. Is he going to try and do something different? It's Harimoto who gets that point. It was the deft touch that actually set it up for him. Showing that range that he already has. This is, of course, in terms of the billing, the match of the tournament. He's hit that out and wide. The roar gets louder from Harimoto and the Japanese supporters.
Looks like that Hari momentum is coming back. What could be his strategy to get in the game again? Wang Chuqin signaling himself, shorten him.
Oh, now you'll hear an equally vociferous roar from the other side.
Tomokazu Harimoto, from the looks of it, is thinking that what do I do with such momentum there in favor of Wang Chuqin? Should I slow him down? Should I go more pacey? Should I change the service?
Wang Chuqin, the world number one. That was a good response there by Harimoto, using his backhand. Manages to get that point, but he's still 3 points behind. Has got some work to do.
Yes, the tide is in favor of China right now, and also the serve. Wang Chuqin keeping the serve very, very tight there.
Very tight. And with that, he's got a game point to go 2-1 up. Just fanning the heat a little bit before delivering that serve.
Oh, Wang Chuqin was on top of the ball, missing out. He didn't want to. He could read. He could read the mind of Harimoto. Absolutely, both are pushing each other to the deep backhand there. Harimoto with that deep push got that point. Yes, now Harimoto is to serve. Can Harimoto can move the momentum from China?
Wang Chuqin with the serve. What a response! That placement was amazing. Wang Chuqin, with all his athleticism, tried to get there, but there was no chance. A timeout being taken right away, and what a time for a timeout. One apiece in the third game, everything to play for. Well, whew.
It's a quite a journey for Wang Chuqin from sheer dominance to sheer perseverance of Harimoto coming back in the game, in the business. What is Wang Hao suggesting in this critical moment?
Well, I've noticed that whenever he suggests something, and during those chats, also you would see that there are quite a few shoulder shrugs as well.
Yes, absolutely. He is head coach as well as Olympic gold medalist.
Yeah, in fact, if you look at what he's achieved in his career, when it came to Olympics in the singles event at least, he has won 3 consecutive silver medals. Now coming back, Wang to serve. Can Harimoto equalize here and deny Wang the game point?
No, Wang did it. Taken away his second game in favor of China. Wow, what a change in the strategy. Harimoto tried every possible thing to come back and defend that point in favor, swing that point in favor of Japan. Couldn't do it. You can see right now he's tired. He's resting.
I wonder if he's all right, because if he went for a toilet break or maybe some medical attention, I'm not sure. But he's still holding on. He's still trying to do his best. That last game was a lot more closer. It was 11-9 when compared to, of course, the previous one. But now he's got to come out all guns blazing. All guns blazing. No other option.
Yes, this is a do or die situation right now for
And-
China, and they would want to sheer maintain the dominance, because if Wang Chuqin wins it, anything can then.
Yes, and then you are down to Liang Jingkun and Sora Matsushima. And that is again another mouth-watering clash in prospect, really. The fans there in the stands have been treated to some wonderful and beautiful table tennis action. Yes, smile, you're on camera. They're only going to smile if they win this match, of course.
Wang's determination, you can see that from the point one. He's roaring there. He knows that this game is critical for China. He'll do every possible thing to get this match.
Of course, point there for Harimoto in this set.
Bit of a surprise.
What was exactly surprising? The serve strategy, maybe?
No, the receive. It went. Oh! Harimoto with that powerful backhand tap. Absolutely, this time changing the spin. Wang was more ready for a spinnier backhand.
Now Harimoto with the serve. And the juggernaut just rolls on in this particular game. It's now 3-1.
The battle of belief going on between Wang Chuqin and Tomokazu. Warning by the umpire here.
Shaping up to serve. What a response. In fact, it's gone off the net. He didn't celebrate. He just said sorry. The good part, Harimoto always, whenever if something like this happens, he immediately says sorry, and it's quite loud and audible.
That was the shortest point.
Oh.
Well in position.
Well in position, and you could just sense the pace, and then when it went towards the backhand, he couldn't quite get that pace on so that it goes over the net, and the last rally was 11 shots long. Another statistic brought to you by Stupa. All these statistics via artificial intelligence, keeping a track of natural brilliance here. made him run around, and then ultimately put in that killer move to go up 5-2.
Tomokazu Harimoto. Tomokazu Harimoto again missing onto that point, and on serve success Harimoto has 75% success. Quite deceptive for Wang Chuqin in this defining match.
Oh, it was ultimately Wang's patience with that forehand that ultimately got him that point. Harimoto was up 5-2. Now Wang has hit back with 2 points in a sequence.
Now Wang Chuqin has taken a timeout. This was quite a forehand he hit onto the backhand of Tomokazu Harimoto.
When we look
Well,
at
well, well.
Well, when we look at the Japanese bench, there's of course that belief. On the Chinese side, you aren't going to, figure out a lot. They all seem to have poker faces. Even when Wang Hao is putting his point across, it's just with a lot of those gestures. At times, there's a bit more animation. Initially, we saw that, but generally a poker face.
I'm loving the way Hiroto is standing in one corner, patiently listening, getting more experience of the dressing corner.
Well, he's done for the day, really. All he can do is watch and hope that he gets to play the final. It's not in his hands anymore. Meanwhile, there are two champions right in the center of the Kalinga Stadium, battling it out for their teams. The claps are resounding. You can hear them echo across the stadium because everyone knows this is it.
A late service after the timeout.
Earlier today, of course, his sister Miwa Harimoto ensured Japan go into the final. That backhand lobbed across over the table and out. Now it's all level here, 5 apiece.
5-all. Oh, that service was not that effective. That it was with Liang Jingkun.
Got another serve though. He's got to make amends. Try to draw level with Wang having taken that slender lead. A net serve.
Back to back. Two strong forehand. Both
Yeah.
were cross courts.
Yes, back-to-back forehands, and Wang now just inching ahead now. 2 points ahead. Has he gotten that psychological advantage? Remember, this is as much a psychological battle as it is out there on the park. What's he going to do? Initially, it was placed very well by Harimoto, but then that forehand from Wang towards his own forehand. Well, he got his racket there, but it was a soft block. Just hit his racket and landed on his own side. Now, Wang has surged ahead 8-5.
Harimoto is still fighting back, still in the game, trailing behind. 2 points. Harimoto to serve.
Yeah, he's managed to stop that sequence. Otherwise, that momentum was really taking Wang ahead.
Oh, that was a beautiful soft flick by Harimoto. Such a precision. Last time he had missed it, but this time he made no mistake.
How would you rate that serve?
It's 7-8.
8-all.
It's
Make it
8 all.
How were those serves? You've got to tell us.
It's a side spin, long service in the deep backhand of Wang Chuqin. Completely taken him by a surprise. It was such a big risk, and in serve success, both are absolutely equal. 62%. Wang Chuqin absolutely had no mercy onto that flighted ball. Crowd getting mad. That's the only match is happening. It's 9:45.
Yeah,
The shops are shut. The dinner is over. But the hunger is not over yet.
he's equalized again. It's 9 all. Could there be a more fascinating contest?
All of these are young players from India watching the best of the best. How they fight for each and every point.
Certainly is a fight, is a scrap.
Oh, Wang Chuqin got into his own trap. Look, Harimoto, game point there.
Game point. Are we going into the 5th game? Not quite. Hold on. It's a deuce again.
Yes, the pressure. It's a Wang Chuqin defining moment. Can he take this point and move towards victory? No, no. Harimoto standing tall with the motto of getting the game, pushing the game to the decider.
Now with the serve, Sachin, how much of an advantage is that?
It's an advantage position, certainly.
What a return!
Yes, Wang Chuqin built up that shot, built up that backhand, loaded with spin. It was a parabola. Backhand by Wang Chuqin. He knew that Harimoto will go for a kill.
Why did you say parabola? Just reminded of 10th standard mathematics.
Oh, again, Moto saying sorry to Wang Chuqin for that net ball.
Bit of a net ball, which is why there was no celebration. But now it's going to be game point.
Lot of
Harimoto.
luck in favor of Harimoto there. Quite a gut you require to play that long ball. But sorry, this time Wang Chuqin, last time he had missed that side spin. This time he showed no mercy. Absolute dominance of the backhand cross-court shot.
12 all now. And at 12 all, it's going to be Wang Chuqin to serve. Harimoto in position to receive. Nobody has moved an inch. Now it's going to be Wang Chuqin who's got the advantage, and with Harimoto serving, he has got a shot to equalize matters here for China and take us into a 5th match, in fact.
No. Look at the roar. It was quite a courageous move by Harimoto by giving a long service. In this position to Wang Chuqin, that makes him a fearless and dangerous. It's 13 all again.
This match has been going on and on and
Wang Chuqin would be saying, can I be a little more lucky here? Ball touched the net, but it went outside.
I have no answer to that. I have absolutely no answer to that. No science in the world can ever define luck. No mathematics in the world can ever quantify it, whatever people may tell you.
Harimoto with that Ronaldo pose, taking to the game, to the 5th game.
Yes, we are heading into the fifth game. Harimoto has managed to surge ahead over here, and although he lost the middle games, he lost them 11-1, 11-9. He's just raised the standard and ensured that we have a decider. The world number 1 and world number 4, a decider between them as well. But remember, there's more at stake for China, because if Harimoto wins the next game, Japan are through to the final. But if China win, then we go into a fifth match.
Yes, it's a quite a moment for Japan here. Harimoto had already done big blow there, and onto the screen we have Stupa stats on service. Harimoto, very interestingly, this time has kept Wang Chuqin busy more onto the almost the second line of the table. What a precision of service is something that means that he's wanting, he knows that he has a tough backhand. He cannot take a risk of pushing Harimoto to the forehand.
I think that's something that even Wang would have noticed now, and I'll tell you why. Because it was up on the big screen, this graphic, and Wang was walking back. It was right in his eye line, so he would have noticed that.
Yes,
Will he anticipate? I think he will anticipate, but then it could be a double bluff. Will Harimoto just vary it a little bit? What's he going to do?
let's see. Hari to serve. Oh, bit of a luck again here. Wang Chuqin looking back at him. Friend, let's. Can I get the luck in my favor? Harimoto again, a last minute change. Oh, it was a beautiful strategized by him. Wang Chuqin take no risk. Look at the service. This time the service was absolutely almost near to the white line. Wang Chuqin had no option except pushing it back.
So made a change, and those are variations when compared to the previous one, right? Now Wang Chuqin with his serve has got an answer of equal merit.
Now it's mind game. It's tactical game going on. Open your notes and write it down. Wang Chuqin missing that serve.
Oh.
Looking at his racket. What happened?
The best in the world can also miss out on the serve, Sachin.
Yes. Look at this, how Harimoto is troubling Wang Chuqin and stopping him to take a banana flick there. This time Wang Chuqin could sense it, but missing out, questioning himself.
But there was no celebration there from Harimoto. Again, I think it just flicked the net. So there was a bit of frustration, in fact, from Wang Chuqin looking back at his bench.
But right now, Harimoto is conserving his energy.
That's a good response from the world number 1.
This time Wang didn't place it onto the forehand. Harimoto trapping him into his serve strategy. What a move. What a sense of the game.
What happened
Wang
there?
Chuqin again missing on to that short ball there. Giving away one more point. Must have been frustrating. They can't go back. Nodding head. Not expected from you, Wang. You are world number 1. You have perfected this art. You have defined this art. This is a situation you prepare for.
Sachin, what happened there? Was it more his error, or was it due to a response from Harimoto the way he returned it?
No, it was a strategically placed by Moto there. This time, made no mistake with the two ripping forehand there. Slowly moving, closing. Just Harimoto being 1 point lead over world number 1.
1 point lead. Now where does this serve go? Again on the corner.
Okay, Harimoto again with that roar. Wang Chuqin was so brilliant. He is smiling. He is smiling at his luck. But I did everything right. I did everything right with that sudden backhand that I pushed it onto your backhand there. Harimoto, emotional dominance right now.
Psychologically as well, this is a big lead, and now Wang manages to eat into it a little bit. What happened there? You made an action with the backhand?
Yes, it was a pretty good strawberry by Harimoto there on that shot push. Couldn't convert the point though.
Yeah, and the serve now goes back to Wang. Oh, tried to go forward and attack it, but only hits it onto the net. Wang is only 1 point behind now. The world number one fighting to stay alive.
This could be deliberately pushed by Wang there. Questioning the patience. Oh, absolutely. Again, the shortest point there. Two back-to-back backhand. One in the deep down to the backhand and then finish on the forehand. Wang Chuqin had no option. And right now the scores are, match is moving towards the second half there with 7-5 lead with Harimoto to serve.
Wang manages to get that one. It was a booming forehand, and just after that, Harimoto trying to block it. It's made a good connection.
No, not this time. Not this time, Harimoto. I'm well prepared for your reverse pendulum surprise as well.
Maybe he could have just followed what he did in the previous game, Sachin.
Difficult to say right now. The situation seems to be completely different. Harimoto blinking his eye, focusing, concentrating. He has lost the lead, 7-all.
It was 6-3 a moment ago. Now it is 7-all. He tried to block that one, but Wang Chuqin was decisive, absolutely decisive with it.
Wang showed no emotion there. Just went onto the umpire, asked for the ball. I'm not going to celebrate. It's just a 1 point lead I have taken. Harimoto again got a lucky point. A loud sorry there. Wang showing no emotion there.
I'm just going to ask Harimoto to join me so that we can go and buy a raffle ticket. Definitely we are going to win.
No, not this time. Wang determined to get the point. Harimoto, it was into his body.
Yes.
Juggling moment. He's juggling, running, stepping.
Now this is going to be interesting. What is this serve going to look like?
Wang Chuqin, this time, issued apology note with a power shot down the line to the backhand. Took away the rally in his hand. 2 match points for China.
2 match points, and we could well head into a 5th match here. Harimoto, what's he got? How's he going to play these serves, Sachin?
Harimoto lost it. Wang Chuqin got the game. Kept keeping the hopes alive. China is going to the 5th final match. Wow, what a work done by Wang Chuqin. He was 6-3 down. Now coming back from there, taking away from the Harimoto. Certainly not very happy. He's going down. His shoulders are down.
Well, there was a time when luck was completely favoring Harimoto, but then in the end, when it mattered the most, Lady Luck just smiled upon Wang, and ultimately the world number one rising to the occasion. A slender margin, but a victory all right, and we are heading into a 5th match here. This is the semi-final of the Asian Table Tennis Championships. That gripping fifth match is going to be between the youngster Sora Matsushima and Liang Jinkun, and we can believe that it's going to be one to watch out for. This match started 3.5 hours ago, and we are not done yet. If anything, the intensity has gotten even harder. Let's see what Japan and China have to offer in this fifth match. This is a long road to the finals. The finals for continental glory. In the semi-final, the rivals, China and Japan, battling on. Liang to serve. This is out first up, and Matsushima has won that first point. Returns with a comprehensive forehand. Sora Matsushima, the youngster, what's he got? Well, currently Liang Jinkun, just the way that he has started with those decisive shots, apart from that first passage of play, quite good. This time he misses his mark. It's going to be two apiece. Sachin, it's the 18-year-old against the 28-year-old. The 16th rank versus the 7th rank. A man who has earlier in this contest won a 5-gamer. This is going to be fascinating. These two have played each other twice before.
16 versus 7, 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So this going to be, on a lighter note, going to be anybody's match right now. And looking at Sora's fiery right now, anything can happen. Liang Jinkun, a lot depends upon him. Pressure.
Yeah, missed out on that serve. You said it right. It is pressure. It is definitely pressure. Sora Matsushima was so brilliant in that 5-gamer earlier. This is out on that return there, Liang. These two have played each other very recently. During the China smash, it was Sora Matsushima who won. Very recent history. Not even recent history, very recent history.
It's 4-all. Some bit of gifts going on to the table, equalizing the tally to 4-all.
Well, the Chinese have definitely managed to bounce back here, which is why they are known as the world leaders of table tennis. Initially, he had outstretched himself very well to get that forehand in Liang, but it was always Matsushima who was going to be in control, and ultimately Liang has put it out wide. Level again at 5 each.
What I love about Liang Jingtan is that if you place him onto the extreme forehand, he can literally hit that with the equal power and then fly back onto the backhand. Look at this. He was ready to fly back again. What a superb footwork movement. Such a class apart. He's the only player who can jump around to the backhand side of it at the same speed.
We will see more of that brilliance hopefully during this match. It is now 6-all in the first game.
Oh, that's a full throttle forehand by Liang Jingtan.
Yes, it was full throttle, and I wonder why in the middle of it Matsushima actually slowed the pace down.
Looks like it's a lot of a personal match going on. It's 50-50 while they are combating for the nation. But lot at stake. Sora, what an aura on that table. The way you hit that spinny forehand.
Well, it spun, and he also reduced the pace in that rally. This time another point. Liang Jingkun's backhand lands onto the net, and Matsushima has taken the lead now as both players are inching towards the double figure mark.
Oh, it's 9-7. Sora is leading in this decider match between Liang Jingtan. Both are. It's a 50-50 score between them.
Well, we know that the early match, in fact the early passage of play isn't any indication of what will happen later, as we figured out during the last match. Liang gets a point back as well. Like throughout that last match,
We could see Chinese fans in the audience with their signature voice.
and that voice is going to silence a little bit because now it's Matsushima who's gotten the game point. Well, talking about the luck factor, I think Wang Chuqin got that luck factor when it mattered the most. And ultimately, that's the clincher.
Sora with that loud roar getting on to the first point for Japan. What a moment, what a match.
Wow. Sachin, Sora looked very assured. Liang Jingkun threw everything at him, and this 18-year-old has shown really great maturity during this match. One would have thought before coming to Bhubaneswar that Chinese would largely be unchallenged. Having said that, the men from Tokyo, Yokohama, or wherever they are from in the land of Japan have really turned it on here.
Like, absolutely. And with right now, the way Wang Hao is explaining, why don't you push Sora with the side spin, forehand toss spin? These strategic moves differentiates from any other country. China, that's how they define these strokes. He knows that Sora is pretty good with extreme backhand. Your toss spin cannot be straight. He is suggesting, looks like he's suggesting that go for more side spinny backhands there. Push Sora more deeper inside and then push him back to the forehand.
That's well there, Liang. The second game has begun here. This is the fifth match, the decider. We will soon find out Who will find a place in the final alongside Hong Kong, China?
Oh, that jump toss spin. He was in the air while he hit that toss spin. Beautiful stroke. Liang Jingken absolutely in control, keeping the control on of the second game.
That was let off the net. Liang wanting to get set.
Oh, looking onto the down the line backhand by Liang. It was a beautiful setup. Again, back-to-back 2 points for Sora. Now Liang Jingken is unable to hold on to that 2 points lead. Not for a long time. Sora with his magical serves.
Hit that out wide. Was trying to block it with his backhand.
Did you notice that the way Liang Jingken made a slight change and hit that backhand onto the down the line? Oh,
This time, fortune favored Matsushima.
absolutely.
Well, I didn't notice during that subtle change that Liang made earlier, which is why, Sachin, I have you here in the commentary box to tell me about all that. Anyways, it is now 3 each, 3 all. Yeah, it's a let serve. So yes, Sachin, as I was saying that I didn't notice that subtle change, and for that I've got you in the commentary box, you know, being the technician to point all those things out.
Oh, again a let point. The luck is favoring Japan today.
For
It's
now.
favored Sora.
For now, but at the most critical moment, who is it going to favor? That is the question.
Okay, he swayed away in style. Pushed the ball to the extreme opponent. Liang Jingken had a perfect setup. He's saying, what else do I do right now? I was not expecting timeout. Look at this. He showed it through the emotion. For the first time, the monk showed the emotion on the table.
A timeout, and now Wang Hao just gesturing. Now look at this, Sachin. You've got to have a look at this. He is indicating with his left hand. What do you make of this?
It looks difficult, but looks like whenever Wang Hao explains anything, it's like a dictation. Just do as I'm saying. No more changes.
However, as we know, just the fact that the Chinese players, they come through a very, very robust system, and after that, they also learn how to think for themselves, you know, out there in the middle. You get that nudge, you get that help from the coaches, but then ultimately, it's you out there.
Right now, looks like Sora is out there a little earlier. He's saying, I am well prepared, I'm leading. And we have seen that the way Sora has shown confidence in the last match. Coach wanted the timeout. Sora thought about it but denied. That shows the confidence on this young 18-year-old kid.
And then when did he take it? In the 5th game. That bit of a break helping.
I guess he was in two minds while he was hitting that because he had so much of room. He thought, should I go for the down the line or cross court?
Off the net and gone out.
Did you hear the grunt by both the players there?
This time it's Sora who misses, and it's gone up to 6-5 now. Liang just behind Matsushima.
Sora well timed it. It was a beautiful shot received. Liang Jingken and hit back right in the center. A bit slower spin this time. Quite a strategy in that nanosecond. Quite an intelligence by this 18-year-old.
Oh, on that return, tried to play the backhand, but only managed to get it on the net. A very good serve there by Shora.
Sora is really showing the magic of a full-blown lefty player here. Perfect services, ripping backhand, pull at forehand, amazing blocks. A complete player in itself.
Yeah, that's just gone a little bit out.
Liang Jinken with that floated warm-up there. 9-6 down. No mercy by Sora Harimoto. He could touch that reverse pendulum service. Went on with that banana.
And now it is game point. Got to wait. That banana that you just spoke about, just the way he executed it and quick hands.
Not just quick, but with so much of force there. This time Liang Jinkun could read the service really well, closing the lead. Towel break here. Few seconds to cool down before he's going to serve and trying to equalize the score. Still 2 game points by Sora.
2 game points. If it was anybody else, they would have been tempted to take the timeout, possibly.
Oh,
It's a leg serve, so it's got to do that again. My, it's so action-packed, right? Every time the ball crosses over the net, we feel as if something's happened. How good was that serve? How good was that serve, Sachin?
I would say that quite a gutsy move by Liang Jinkun. Maybe this time he loaded that service with a bit of an overspin. This time, luck was in favor of Liang Jinkun. But ball touched the net. Standing ovation.
And what a return. He was down 10-6. Now it's 10-all with Sora to serve.
No, he was in a hurry there. He was in a hurry. Hurry spoils curry.
Yeah, you don't want to eat that curry. Nothing good comes out if you're in a hurry, of course.
Oh, what a powerful forehand it is with such a precision there.
11 all now. 11 all. Oh, he misses. On numerous occasions, you would have felt that with those forceful shots, he had gotten past Liang, but Liang managed to block them every single time. Phenomenal.
You could see such a class of table tennis. They are not just defending their nation. Liang Jinkun with a deep breath now. With 1-all.
Yes, it's 1-all, and both teams now heading back towards their bench, and there will be, of course, a little bit of deliberations as to what is to be done. This is, of course, the decider, one where we will get to know who moves into the final.
Sora, if you could see how slowly he is moving to the coach's corner there, thinking, my goodness, I had the lead.
Yeah, what if? That question, what if, is one that troubles all human beings.
So much of self-introspection. Look at this. He's taking time. Nobody is advising him. Everyone knows that. Sora knows what is he doing.
Yeah, he's The coach is just trying to put his point across. But yeah, there's also a bit of dejection, one would say. Dejection that I had four game points, and I failed to convert those.
Yes.
Likewise, Harimoto will also be thinking I was up 6-3 in that last game. I could have closed it out.
Oh, beautiful. That was quite a twist time. Liang Jinken didn't go for extremes. Kept him in the middle.
Now it's more about Shora composing himself.
Sora has not been able to come out of the hangover of the second game.
He needs to compose himself. He just needs to, because there's no point in reflecting on the past here.
Oh,
Yes, play like that, young man. Play like that. You'll be all right.
that backhand reminds me of Ma Long's backhand in one of the Olympics.
Now he'll feel better. He's equalized at 2-all. Now that's some comparison with Ma Long, the greatest of all time. You've definitely seen a spark of excellence here in Shora.
Oh yes, complete player.
Oh, he just tried to give it that direction, but it goes a little bit wide.
Liang Jinken with 1 point lead. Liang to serve. Oh, it was a beautiful setup done by him. It didn't allow Sora to go for a killer backhand. Liang Jinken is absolutely using the rights, but couldn't execute the point. It's 3-all.
Count this rally. We've got to.
Wow, Liang Jinken! Where were you? Where were you? Such a power rally it was. He had everything. And look at the standing ovation by Wang Hao, 17 counts rally. Super stats. The AI captured this marvel moment.
Misses. Now with every miss, you can see the dejection in Sora's body language. And this isn't helping him one bit. Not one bit. If anything, it is draining his energy. And he needs that energy to be channelized in the right direction.
Yes, Liang Jinken is telling him that separates from man to a boy.
Gets that point courtesy. The ball going a little bit long. Liang Jinken still leading by 1 point. Now it's all level, all square at 5-all.
Again, the game's levels up. Sora, can he do it?
Wow, what's happening here, Liang? He has missed it on 3 consecutive occasions going past that line. What happened?
That's a momentary loss. Sora wanted to go for that killer forehand. Jumping, surprising. Certainly he's still not completely recovered from the second game.
How would you? It's difficult, yes, but you have to. You have to, young man.
Oh, that's a skinny forehand. Such a edgy rally. Loaded with spin. Loaded with grit.
And loaded with character. In fact, this entire match has been loaded with character. Both teams showing their temperament. And ultimately, the result will be decided by a very small margin, one would say.
For tough luck here, he wanted to go for a deep slice there.
A well-earned point there by Liang. It was competitive. It was fast. He also tried to vary the pace there, Shora. But Liang was ready for everything. He had an answer to everything.
Boy, 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 what a rally it was. Sora is giving everything. Literally, he snatched the rally from the hands of Liang Jingkun. It was a beautiful placement into the deep backhand of Sora. What a recovery he did and came back with that heavy loaded down the line. Absolutely marvelous.
Marvelous is just one word that you can use to describe this match that we have been witnessing since the evening.
It was a misjudgment here. Liang Jingkun made no mistake in converting it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're watching the third game right now. China leading by 1 point. Sora this time came back with everything he had, inching it closer. 9-all. Now Sora to serve. Can he do something magical here?
The last game had gone.
Yes, he did it. This time he went for a shovel service. Got the point. Coming back to the business again.
Yes, it's game point for Shora. Misses. And we are all level again at 10-all. Just like the previous game, Sachin. Just like the previous game.
Yes. He is getting a bit impatient here. Now that is quite a forehand there. Liang Jingkun wanted to change the spin. Loopy spin. But Sora turned around, converted into a forehand winner.
And what a winner that was. This time he's put it out wide. Wanted to do almost something similar.
You could see China has brought in the entire army here to motivate. Japan is no less. The fans spreading all across the stadium. Another roll from Sora. Liang Jingkun wanted to trust his more forehand this time.
You know, we say shore for roar in Hindi, and that's Shora out there.
Yes, he did it. He did it. With a 2-1 lead now.
Absolutely has. The young man from Japan is lighting the stage here at the Kalinga Stadium. It is 2-1 and it is China, the defending champions, the leaders of world table tennis, chasing this game and to ensure that they stay on in the Asian Table Tennis Team Championships.
There's a pin drop silence right now.
Yeah, there was a pin drop silence after I finished my sentence. Tell me more about that.
Look at the body language of Sora this time. He is not dejected. He would be thinking, oh gosh, what did I do? I was 10-6 up.
That's okay. That's okay. Now that's gone. Now Sachin, looking at the winners that Matsushima Sora has managed to put in this match, here's the graphic for you.
Here are the winners of Sora. More around the center as well as the center half of the table on the backhand side of it. Absolutely not allowing Liang to play the full-blown backhand here. What a placement strategy.
And there was only one of them on the right side of the table, but that was one shot that really stood out. And you will remember that. I will remember that because he played it with almost his feet off the ground.
Sora is serving to get the match here. First ball, first point. Liang to defend. Missing out to the dripping backhand. questioning the pace of the ball. It's 1-all.
Now, who do you think is this a bigger test for? Is it for Shora or for Liang? A test of character, patience, everything. A bit of a sorry there. It just lobbed off the net. Tell me, Sachin, what is your perspective?
Yes, it's going to be a test of the grit along with patience. Shora has to really show patience here.
So you believe it's a bigger test for him when compared to Liang?
Yes.
Yeah, because if shots like those keep coming, then it's going to be Shora who's got to handle himself temperamentally.
Yes, absolutely. It's 2-all. See, look at the way body language is changing. You cannot shrug down your shoulders there.
Yeah,
Yang Jington, absolutely, with the monk face there.
Yeah, you call that right.
Oh, beautiful block. He was absolutely ready in that position. Shora questioning it.
Now he's down by 2 points. Mustn't get carried away. Mustn't get carried away at all. Whatever be the score, whether it's in your favor or against you, don't get carried away. Just focus on the next point. Is the pressure just reflecting here in the way Shora is approaching this? Quite a lot of times it's also the fact that when you're, say, getting closer to the prospect of victory, you get more nervous. No nerves in that one. Absolutely no nerves. He executed it to perfection.
Absolutely, the way he played his backhand, he controlled the spin. It was quite a difficult shot he played. This time Liang Jington is replying back with counter spin attacks. He is absolutely in position. That's a great footwork. Great footwork, I would say.
Nice play with the words there. And that was in fact really good wrist work, one would say.
It's a ripping backhand in a Shidong style, replicated by Liang Jington.
Wow. He has managed to get that point, but it now requires a sequence of points. It was impressive, that one.
Yes, it was. Absolutely, he showed no emotion after that point.
And showing no emotion, or rather little to no emotion, is Liang. Just a bit of a punch, but the face remains as calm and composed as one would get. It's 8-4 in favor of Liang. Missed it. And Liang is on his way to level things in this 5th match and the decider. It's game point. And it looks like we are definitely heading towards a decider.
Yes, his body language is down. No, you cannot show this body language. The world is watching you. The kids are watching you.
And we are going into the decider. Sachin, all the 5 matches in this encounter have gone into the 5th game. All of them. The first 2 were won by Japan.
This time, look at this. Wang Hao with so much of surety. Look, this is how. This is something what I mentioned to you.
A lot of times in such tough situations, if your teammates and your coaches have got an air of confidence, an air of assurance, it automatically rubs off on you. So quite possibly, Wang Hao, yes, of course he believes. Of course he believes that Liang Jingkun can win this next game for his team and take them through to the final. However, what are the emotions on the other side? I just somehow sense a bit of nerves in the Japanese camp.
Yes, absolutely. Shora had to show a far more mature play. He has to come out of all the defeat he had had. It's 2-all. Liang Jingkun with that determination to serve fifth and final game.
And this is possibly a capitulation because Shora Matsushima, I don't know, it's just something's happened to him since the beginning of that fourth game. There's still some distance to go. Oh my word. No. You have come so far, so far. It is the last mile in the marathon. Only a little bit more, young man. He'll feel better. His teammates celebrate, but he runs across to take the ball.
Yes, absolutely. Doesn't want to lose to the momentum there.
Hits that out. The Japanese cheers get louder. In fact, I beg your pardon, it's the Chinese cheers.
T1 lead. Decider match. Semi-final. Good decision by Sora.
Yes, it is important to take the timeout now. You don't want to do what you did earlier in this match when you were facing Wang Chuqin. You waited until the very last moment. The very last moment of the fifth game when you opted for the timeout. But back then, your margin was quite clear and Wang Chuqin had accrued a few points. Now it is different. It is the decider and your opponent has taken the advantage, early advantage at 3-1.
Yes, but we have seen that tables have turned. Tails have moved. Sora taking some deep breaths. Body language looking much better. Liang Jinkun on the other side is far more confident with the body language, not just because of the score, but the way he is playing, absolutely in control.
Yes, even after he had lost that third game, with Shora making it 2-1, there wasn't any panic as such. Now, here we go, once again after the timeout.
Good comeback by Sora.
Good
Well
comeback.
placed it.
Yeah, very nimble footed, and he went on to go a little bit forward and placed it.
Yes, didn't take any risks there.
He didn't try to hit it too hard as well, so that was impressive. This time onto the net though.
What a beautiful power play by Liang Jinkun. Absolute right. Absolutely guarding all the corners, standing in the center. Charging at Sora 2-4. Oh, just changed. He wanted to go for a banana flick, but changed the rhythm with a soft push there. Sora misjudged the timing. Cheering up, gearing up by the supporters there, fans and the team members.
And now we have a swap over here. Obviously, since the fifth point has been achieved by one of the players, swapping sides.
Oh, it's a good point. It's a good point he has taken. Quite a confidence must have got.
A lot of pace in that rally, wasn't it?
Yes, a dose of confidence. This is something what Sora loves it. What a backhand he had. It was a beautiful placement by Liang Jinkun. He well timed it, well placed it. Sora came back, but Liang was ready. Now 6-3.
6-3. Liang Jinkun to serve. Oh, moves across to 7-3. Shora Matsushima isn't the same player who won the third game in this contest.
Yes, absolutely. With this point, Liang Jinkun is very, very confident. Very much. Thora has given up. That is something what we discussed, Nishad. It's not just a test of speed and grit. It's a test of patience there. You got to accept yourself that you can make errors, but your body language cannot change. Another point.
Yes.
Why? It's 7 match points there. The Great Wall of China halts the land of rising sun towards gold. Wow, what a moment! What a moment! What a game by Liang Jington. Everyone in the Chinese quarter would be so happy. They defended.
Absolutely. The men, the stars of the table tennis world have eclipsed the men from the land of the rising sun. It is a moment to remember, one that really assures you as to why they are genuine world dominators and world beaters in this sport. A place in the finals is theirs, and they have now set up a date with Hong Kong, China, and this big match is going to take place tomorrow. You've got to come back, because if today is anything to go by, then tomorrow could be a blockbuster.
Absolutely, and yes, China
In
has
the
given
position
homework to
match
Japan.
for
Not
position
understood,
5 to 6
but more for the
of
mindset
men's
there.
team at table 2. Korean Republic won by 3 matches to 0 from India. In the position
The
match
Japanese team
for
can be, of
position
course, very
7
proud
to
of
8
their effort, but
men's
there are
team
numerous
at
moments
table
in
3.
that contest where they will
Democratic
reflect
People's
and
Republic
wonder what might have
Korea
been.
won by 3 matches to 1 from Iran. In the position match for position 12-13 of men's team at table 4, Malaysia won by 3 matches to 1 from Qatar. In the semi-final round for champion stage of the men's team at table 1, China won by 3 matches to 2 from Japan. In the position match for position 5 and 6 of women's team at table 2, Democratic People's Republic Korea won by 3 matches to 0 from Thailand. In the position match for position 7 and 6 of women's team at table 3, Hong Kong, China won by 3 matches to 2 from India. In the position match for position 11 and 12 at table 4, Iran won by 3 matches to 0 from Sri Lanka. This completes the competition for today. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed the matches. See you tomorrow for some world-class table tennis action as
Well, this has been an absolutely fantastic and memorable day here at the Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. We've had a great time bringing to you this amazing tournament, but we aren't done yet. Tomorrow we will return for the finals of this competition. The men and the women will be there ready to take on the higher honors. At 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time, it's going to be Japan taking on China in the women's finals, and then at 5:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time, it's going to be China taking on Hong Kong, China in the men's final. And if today is any indication, tomorrow is going to be an absolute cracker.
Yes, Nishad, and with that, we are all allowed to take a good rest tonight before we see a lot more action tomorrow. You guys can go to sleep if you can with that power match. Such a magnificent moment there for India at this Kalinga Stadium. Thanks a lot, everyone. Good night, sayonara.